What we have here today is a 24-inch Homart Home Cooler window fan. This one here likely dates to sometime around the mid-1950s. It's a 2-speed fan, uses a PSC motor, 1/8 horsepower. It has an 800 RPM high-speed rating and a 450 RPM low-speed rating. Here's the badge in the front. There's the motor tag by Electric Motors and Specialties. Fan has an all aluminum construction cabinet. The guard is aluminum. The support braces for the motor is steel. I believe the motor itself is actually made of cast iron. The inner ring there, which houses all the electrical components, is also steel. Has a 6.5 microfarad capacitor, which is held here and right here. And of course, your simple 2-speed 3-position switch is right there. We'll tilt the fan back here. Show you the front. As you can see, the wings are screwed onto the hub with 1/4 screws. There's our tag. And you notice here in the front center, there would have been a decorative cap there, but it got destroyed when I had to remove it to take the fan apart to service it, unfortunately. But it is a hollow stationary shaft. That's how you oil it. The wicking material is made within the rotor, and of course, which lubricates the bearings. And the bearings run around the shaft instead of it being the other way around, where the rotor or the shaft runs around the bearings or spins through the bearings, or whatever you want to say it. But yeah, you don't really see these all too often. Everyone is familiar with the belt drive. Those were a much more popular item sold at the same time. I believe these were more expensive, like by $5 back in the 60s and 50s. So in today's money, that's probably roughly around $30 more expensive. So yeah, I can see why people opted for, even though it's a much heavier and bodacious fan, they opted for the belt drive, especially since it's a bit quieter and actually is more powerful than these are. These things are rated at 4,000 CFM. I'm not sure how well the belt drive variants are rated, but I can tell you they move more air. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put a little shim here to keep the fan from falling over when it runs. And we'll start it up on low. Originally, when this fan was new, it would have had some sort of bracketry that mounted onto the front to install it in a window. Of course, from the sands of time, that went missing. I believe the previous owner actually fastened the guard onto the front of the fan for quite a while, which I don't think there would have ever been a guard on it to begin with. But low speed here, pretty quiet. I'm kind of willing to bet that the capacitor is starting to drift on this fan, which is par for the course for being from the 50s. So, yeah, it does not operate as well as it should, but it still operates all right for its age. Pretty quiet. You got a nice chopping sound to the fan blades, and a decent airflow. Take it to high. Pretty powerful on high. Yep, not too bad. I was going to restore this fan. I actually had it taken apart for over a year. I finally decided to throw it back together. But I figured it just would have been too much of a challenge. And I wasn't feeling that, I'm trying to say, not feeling that ambitious to restore it as of right now. But who knows what will happen in the future. I might get crazy and restore it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on this 24-inch Sears Homart Home Cooler window fan from the mid-1950s. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Stay cool. Peace.